All right, what's going on? Or let's go over today's trade really quick. Um, Let me look through my notes and kind of see what my bias was. Okay, so on the daily, I had a neutral bias as we are on a bullish string. However, we could pull into the previous day low, so that would go off of the market structure on ES. So quickly looking at that, we are on all-time highs, so keep that in mind. Um, we had this daily fair value gap, so that was a possible option. 4 hour was neutral for me because we had this push down, but we were still holding 4 hour gaps. Um, excuse me. 1 hour was bearish, so we were holding bearish gaps. I'd marked out my sell side liquidities and the London lows. Moving in to the 15 minute. Now we got a sweep of the London lows before the first macro, so I was like, okay, that's looking pretty good. Then we had displacement, set up the 15-minute gap, came up, took out some buy side. I think at that time the 1 hour had not been inversed yet, so I think yeah, we were still holding up the 1 hour gap. It might have just got inversed. Um, yeah. Um, but that was not something that was in my mind at the time when I was scouting the setup. So in the first AM macro, there was no setup for me. Looking into the second macro, I was eyeing the sweep of the buy side on ES. We had already taken out London highs and the buy side on NQ, and we were starting to see some rejection. I mean, I don't know what this candle was, 1034. Uh, but that swept out the liquidity on NQ, and then we grinded up higher, and there was nice displacement lower. So I was aiming for a possible run down to the 15-minute gap for higher prices because I did have a bullish bias, but I was banking on a retracement, and we did get that retracement. It took out the equal lows right here that I had marked out before and kind of just went back up after. So my trade, I was able to frame it. I took it on MNQ, uh, and I don't know what was going on. The execution wasn't working right, but I got filled, but it didn't show me filled, so I was kind of just panicking because I couldn't manage my position. So yeah, I didn't know what was going on. But okay, so we had the displacement, everything. This was an A plus setup for me personally. I had my clear draw, unmitigated 15-minute that I was looking at, and possibly the 5 minute if we pressed down for ES would have been where I wanted to see price tap into. Um, I ended up, I was supposed to go break even here, or originally it was down here, but I ended up going break even early because ES actually inverted this bearish 1 minute, so that kind of was a negative confluence for the trade. So I was like, okay, uh, I'm not too positive about it anymore. So I was like, all right, I'm fine with going break even there. Um, yeah, and that's how I managed my position. But it ended up just pushing higher. That is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it hit Asia highs or all time highs, and that's what ended up happening. So honestly, A plus trade. Uh, and yeah, that's it for today.